Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have it all together while others struggle to keep their heads above water? This question, my friends, guides us to the heart of our discussion today, the elusive concept of balance. Imagine life as a tightrope walk. Some individuals, with their impeccable balance, glide across effortlessly, radiating contentment and ease. They seem happier, less stressed, almost as if they're dancing with life's rhythms rather than fighting against them. On the other hand, those who teeter precariously on the rope, grappling with a lack of balance, often find themselves overwhelmed and stressed. Their lives, in contrast, seem to be a constant battle against time, against tasks, against themselves. What sets these two groups apart? The answer we propose lies in the balance maintained in various aspects of life. Be it work and leisure, solitude and company, or dreams and reality, balance seems to be the fulcrum upon which a peaceful life pivots. Balance, it seems, might just be the key to a happier, more peaceful life. Imagine life as a scale, with various aspects like work, relationships, health, and personal growth on either side. Picture it vividly. Each side of the scale represents a different aspect of your life. It's a delicate equilibrium, a dance of give and take that requires constant attention. Now let's delve into what happens when we load up one side of the scale too much. Imagine pouring all your time and energy into work, for instance. The scale tips dramatically in that direction. Suddenly, the other aspects like relationships, health, and personal growth are left hanging in the air, neglected and deprived of the attention they need to thrive. This imbalance can lead to stress, dissatisfaction, and eventually burnout. Conversely, if we focus too much on personal growth and neglect our work, we may find ourselves falling behind in our professional lives. The scale tips again, but in the opposite direction. This can result in professional stagnation, financial instability, and a sense of unfulfillment. So what's the solution? It lies in the art of balance. Distributing our time and energy evenly across various areas of life is crucial. It's about making sure that no one side of the scale outweighs the other. Consider a juggler. They keep multiple balls in the air at the same time, giving each one just enough attention to keep it aloft without letting the others fall. Our lives are much like this act. We are the jugglers, and the aspects of our lives are the balls. We must learn to keep them all in motion without letting any one of them drop. This is not to say that all aspects of life should receive equal attention at all times. Certain situations require us to focus more on one area than others, but the key is to ensure that overall the scale remains balanced. The scale of life, it appears, functions best when it is balanced. It's a dance of give and take, a delicate equilibrium that keeps us grounded, satisfied, and at peace. So let's strive for balance, for it is in balance that we find our peace of mind. What happens when the scale tips too heavily on one side? What are the repercussions of imbalance? Let's delve into this. Picture a tightrope walker perfectly poised, carefully placing one foot in front of the other. Now imagine a gust of wind, throwing them off balance. The imbalance can lead to a fall, a tumble into the unknown. This is not too dissimilar to our daily life when imbalance takes hold. Imbalance can manifest in many ways. It might be work consuming your every waking hour, leaving little time for leisure or loved ones. This can lead to stress, a feeling of being overwhelmed as you race to meet deadlines, answer emails, and complete tasks. The pressure builds up like a balloon inflating, ready to burst at any moment. Burnout is another consequence of imbalance. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It occurs when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to meet constant demands. The flame that once burned brightly is now merely a flicker, struggling to stay alight. Imbalance can also wreak havoc on our health. Lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and minimal exercise can result from an imbalanced lifestyle. Over time, these can lead to serious health complications like heart disease, diabetes, or obesity. Our bodies are intricate machines. They need the right balance of rest, nutrition, and activity to function optimally. Strained relationships can also stem from imbalance. If we're constantly engrossed in our work or other commitments, we may neglect the people who matter most. Relationships, like plants, need time and attention to thrive. Without it, they can wither and die. Ultimately, imbalance robs us of our peace of mind. It's like trying to listen to a symphony in a cacophonous environment. The beautiful melodies are there, but they're drowned out by the noise. Similarly, the joy and contentment that should be part of our lives are overshadowed by the chaos of imbalance. Imbalance, then, is a thief that steals our tranquility and contentment. So, what can we do to restore balance? Stay tuned as we explore this in the next scene. How do we keep the scale of life balanced? How do we maintain harmony in all areas of life? These questions might seem daunting, but the answers are simpler than you might think. Achieving balance is all about understanding your personal boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and practicing mindfulness. Firstly, setting boundaries is crucial. Imagine your life as a garden. Every plant in it needs a specific amount of sunlight, water, and space to thrive. If one plant overshadows the others, it can stunt their growth. Similarly, different areas of our lives require varying levels of attention and energy. By setting boundaries, we ensure that no single aspect dominates others, allowing for a more harmonious existence. So don't be afraid to say no when necessary to protect your time, energy, and overall well-being. Next, self-care is not an indulgence. It's a necessity. It's about understanding your needs and ensuring they're met. This could mean taking a relaxing bath after a long day, indulging in your favorite hobby, or simply taking a moment each day to breathe deeply and let go of stress. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. By taking care of yourself, you're better equipped to handle the demands of life, thus fostering balance. Lastly, practicing mindfulness is an effective way to maintain balance. It's about being fully present in the moment, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By focusing your attention on the here and now, you can better assess what's working in your life and what isn't, allowing you to make adjustments as needed. Mindfulness also helps reduce stress and anxiety, which can tip the scales of balance. So there you have it. Balance isn't about perfection. It's about equilibrium. It's about knowing when to push and when to pull back, when to give and when to take. It's about understanding that every aspect of our lives has its place and importance. Achieving balance is not a destination, but a journey of constant adjustment and realignment. So let's continue that journey, one mindful step at a time. When balance is achieved, what does it look like? What are the rewards that balance brings? Imagine walking on a tightrope, teetering on the edge of chaos and order. The winds of life blow, threatening to topple you, but you stay centered, you maintain your equilibrium. This is what balance looks like. It's not about avoiding the winds of change, but learning to navigate them. So what fruits does this balance bear? They are bountiful and diverse, reaching various aspects of our lives. Let's delve into a few. Firstly, we unravel the gift of peace of mind. Balance ushers in a tranquil state of being, a calmness that permeates our very essence. It's the peace that comes from knowing you're not overwhelmed, not stretched too thin. It's the serenity that stems from the assurance that you're in control, not life's unpredictable winds. Secondly, balance positively impacts our health. When we strike a balance between work and rest, our bodies function optimally. We're not overworking ourselves to exhaustion, nor are we idling away in inactivity. We're in a state of harmonious equilibrium, which promotes overall wellness. Thirdly, balance fosters better relationships. When we balance our own needs with those of others, we cultivate a healthy give-and-take dynamic. We're neither self-sacrificing martyrs nor self-centered individuals. We're considerate of others, yet not at the expense of our own well-being. Lastly, balance encourages personal growth. It's about balancing self-acceptance with self-improvement. We're not complacent about our shortcomings, nor are we overly critical of ourselves. We're in a state of constant growth, always striving for better, yet content with who we are at this moment. Balance, then, is not just about preventing negatives, but also about promoting positives. It's about sowing the seeds of balance and reaping the fruits of a well-lived life. Through balance, we don't just survive the winds of life, we learn to dance in them. So, is balance the secret to a peaceful, contented life? Well, we've journeyed through the quest for balance, teetered on the scales of life, felt the tremors of imbalance, and discovered ways to achieve balance. When we achieve balance, we cultivate a sense of peace and contentment, that permeates all aspects of our lives. It's not just about balancing the scales of work and leisure or solitude and socialization. It's about maintaining a state of equilibrium in our emotions, relationships, and even our aspirations. Remember, balance is key. It's not about having it all. It's about having what you need in the right proportions. So, strive for balance, and peace of mind will follow.